G'day everyone, Vox here, and welcome to the dungeon. Nice simple project today, just painting up a trio of Dryads. We'll start by staining and getting everything wet with oils. Continuing on with the same three colors we've been using, transparent red earth, Prussian blue, and purple lake. We'll have radiant turquoise and brilliant yellow pale later on for opaques. And that should do it for these. No need to be too complex. Those all should go well together in any mix. I like the look and idea of satyrs and dryads and the like. Semi-fantasy worlds tend to have a lot of them. In fact, I find too many fantasies maintain a human primacy. It's not really to my liking. If something's truly going to be hard, I think knocking ourselves off the top of the hill is one of the easiest ways to get a start towards going there. Sponging happens. It's not the easiest on these models due to how small they are, and I'm not using the most highly staining paints, but that's alright. The main job was still to get the whole model wet and then take away the excess for more layers. It's been a late day starting this, so I'm going to just block in some quick ideas before coming back the next day to what will likely be a dry trio of figures to start a second layer. I'm mixing Galkid into the brilliant yellow pale to help with that. Should be quite dry in the morning. I also do a few light washes on some areas that I just want to be defined by shadow. Paint may move around a little overnight, leaving the wash on like this. No worries. We'll see what the paint thinks. Let's just get any last excess of paint off with another quick layer of sponging. Terribly shot, but I think I improve here in just a moment. Let me know if that's correct. We'll mix up a little of the Neo-Meglip with the cold wax, which does seem to cut the glossiness. I think this helps the camera pick up everything, and I'm also using the wide angle. Should be able to cut closer though, so who knows if you can tell that. But I'm thinning out brilliant yellow pale quite a bit with the Meg wax. It doesn't become transparent, but it does become easier to control as it's much weaker now. Still pretty strong though with the right stroke. The paint from last night is still active as it turns out. When you put new paint on, especially with mediums like this, it can reactivate. So the pale will blend with the pigments already there and blend in a bit. I have a feathering brush to aid with this. I sketch the vague idea of where a highlight should be and then roughly feather it right in. However, a lot of the values I set up last night are already good. They just need to be deepened and differentiated a little bit more. So I take that same Megwax mix and some of the transparent red earth and get to glazing. Eventually I do the same with the Megwax and Purple Lake to bring that out a little extra. Then I mix some red earth and Prussian blue for a dark, pretty much asphaltum tone, maybe a little greener. I use this to flood and shadow the eyes. Now for the blemmies, this was because they were soulless. For the Dryads, well, my eyes just ain't up to it lately. This is what I like to call the darkest dungeon. You just black the eyes out in a big shadow, and it just reads kinda spooky. Works fine. Wherever the wine flows, Dryads, satyrs, Pangaeans as they are collectively known, will be drawn to it. Now not only humans are liable to become terrible wizards. Here we have what some kind of an initiate surveying this marvel. Already gears turning on how to change the plant life to serve them. Some call this form of magic Pangaeans tend to use as natural, but as we shall soon see, it can result in anything but. For every magnificent glade of oaken stability and might, there is a corpse of nightmares screaming as their eyes track ever towards the sun each day. Thank you all for watching this shorter episode. Hoping to craft a few different kinds of plants next time, maybe? Probably. Never know what might come up. Anyways, like, subscribe, bell, let me know what you think, and remember, never trust a wizard.